Week number 5 of my great teams of the past season, number 3 rolls on. This time, we're bringing you the 1935 Chicago Cubs and the 1940 Cincinnati Reds. This is game 2 of their 4-game series. As you look at the standings, the rest of the league, they need the Reds to do something positive here because the Cubs, they are on the verge of running away with this if they can win a few more games here. They've already won game 1 in this series. The Reds let one get away. The Reds led 3-1 after 8 innings. On the top of the ninth, Cubs scored 2 runs on 4 hits. With 2 outs, they put up 3 straight singles by Chuck Klein, Gabby Hartnett, and Frank Demery. That tied the score. In extra innings, top of the 11th, for the Cubs, pinch hitter Ken O'Day doubled, scored on a Billy Herman single, and then Chuck Klein hit a 2-run homer. Final score, 6-3 Cubs in 11. So that put the Cubs at 12-5. Uh, good lead now in here in season 3. Drops the Reds to 7-6. They did have the 2 best winning percentages in the league at the start of the series, but that loss drops the Reds back just a bit. Already, we've seen the Tigers and the Red Sox split their 4 games in week 5, and then the Dodgers took 3 out of 4 from the Yankees. If you watched game 1, the Yankees blew out the Dodgers on that was a game on YouTube. Dodgers came back to win games 2, 3, and 4 and leapfrog the Yankees in the standings. So, but big one here today, and normally we've been doing game 1 most of the time, but game 2 drew probably the best pitching matchup of the series, so we thought we'd bring you this one. Game 2, Cubs at Reds. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the visiting Chicago Cubs, leading off and playing left field, Augie Gallan. Second baseman's Billy Herman. In right field is Chuck Klein. Hitting cleanup and catching, Gabby Hartnett. The center fielder is Frank Demery. Third baseman, Stan Hack. First baseman, Phil Cavaretta. Shortstop is Billy Jurgis. On the mound for the Cubs is Larry French. And French went 17-10 with a 2.96 ERA in 1935. So far, in 4 starts, French is 3-1 with a 2.32 earned run average. He is 9th in the league with a 2.32 ERA. He's one of a bunch of pitchers tied for second in the league with 3 wins. Coming off a game against the Philadelphia Athletics, he was the winning pitcher, went 9 innings, gave up 6 hits and 2 runs. For the 1940 Cincinnati Reds, leading off playing third base, it's Billy Werber. Second baseman is Lonnie Fry. Right fielder Ivo Goodman. And cleanup playing first base, Frank McCormick. The catcher is Ernie Lombardi. In center field, it's Harry Kraft. Left fielder is Mike McCormick. Shortstop's Billy Myers. And pitching for the Reds, Jim Turner. Turner went 14-7, a 2.89 ERA in 1940. So far this season, 3 starts, Turner is 2-0, a 2.31 ERA, ranking him 8th in the league. So Turner's 8th at 2.31. French is 9th at 2.32. So 2 of the more effective pitchers in the league to this point. Turner's last start was against the St. Louis Cardinals. He was the winner, went 8 innings, gave up 6 hits and 3 runs. 1935 Cubs, they won 100 games. They ended up losing the World Series to the Detroit Tigers. 1940 Cincinnati Reds, they also won 100 games. They also played the Detroit Tigers in the World Series. The Reds were victorious in 1940. So here we go, game 2, and leading off for the Cubs, Augie Gallan. He's batting .250, 2 for 3 with an RBI in game 1 of this series. 31-9, and against the B pitcher, Augie Gallan gets things started with a base hit. To bring to the plate Billy Herman. Herman second on the team with a .370 average. Entered the week number 2, .382. Went 1 for 5 in game 1. So here's Billy Herman, 65-35, and he will pop it up. It'll drift into foul territory. The catcher, Ernie Lombardi, will make the catch, 1 out. Here's Chuck Klein, had a big game one. Klein is hitting .357 on the season. Came into the week ranked 6th in batting average. Klein 3 for 5 in game one. Hit the home run, drove in 3 runs. One out, runner on first for Klein. 41-24. Bad news for the Cubs. Ground ball to short. Myers to Frey to McCormick. Double play. And that will end it for the Cubs in the top of the first. Leading off for the Reds in the bottom of the first, it is Billy Werber. Werber's hitting .226 on the season. Went 0 for 4 in game one. 54 is a .32. Routine fly ball to right field. Chuck Klein has it. One out. There's Lonnie Frey. He's hitting .212. Had a pair of hits in game one. 35 is a 14. He's on board with a base on balls. Here's Ivo Goodman. Goodman hitting just .204 on the season. 1 for 5, drove in a run in game one. 63 is a 31. That'll be a fly ball to center field. Demery will chase it down. He makes the catch, 2 outs. Frank McCormick, the cleanup hitter. He's hitting .216 on the season. 2 for 5 in game one with a run batted in. 23 is a 26, ground ball to second, and that will result in the third out of the inning. We've played 1 inning. There is no score. For the Cubs in the top of the second, Gabby Hartnett to lead things off. Hartnett is batting .273. He went 2 for 6 in game one. Gabby Hartnett was the MVP of the 1935 National League season. Start things off here, top of the second. Hartnett 43 is a 29. Comebacker to the pitcher, fielded by Turner, thrown to first, 1 out. Frank Demery hit .325 in 1935. Here in my great teams of the past, season 3, Frank Demery is hitting .443 through 17 games. Mentioned earlier that Billy Herman came into the week second in the league with a .382 average. Before game one, Demery was hitting .469, almost 100 points better, not quite, 80 points better than Herman. Ranks first in the league with 30 hits. Tough game one for Demery, 1 for 6, but that hit came in the 9th inning and drove in the tying run, sending it to extra innings. So here is Frank Demery, and hitting .443 through just after the halfway point of the season. Demery with 1 out. 63 is a 31. Fly ball to center. Harry Kraft will get it. 2 away. Stan Hack comes to plate. Hack's hitting .267, 0 for 4 in game one. Hack has 14 runs batted in, and that ties him for first in the league. Here, Hack 14 is a 30, and that is a fly ball to left. Mike McCormick has it. A 1-2-3 inning for Jim Turner. The bottom of the second, it will be Ernie Lombardi to lead things off. Lombardi, second on the team with a .286 batting average, 1 for 4 in game one. 26 is 24, ground ball up the middle. The shortstop Jurgis able to get to it. Collects it, throws to first, 1 out. Here is Harry Kraft. Kraft batting just .170 on the season, 0 for 4 in game one. 16's a 28. Another ground ball, this one right at Billy Jurgis, fields it cleanly. Over to first, 2 away. Mike McCormick hitting a team best .289 on the season. Went 1 for 4 in game one. 63 is a 31. Fly ball to center. Demery will make the catch. 3 up, 3 down for Larry French. On to the third inning. No score. Phil Cavaretta will lead things off. Cavaretta hitting just 191. 1 for 5 in game one. 33, that's a 0. He gets to roll in his second column. 8 home runs in 1935. Not a home run. Unfortunately, 16 is going to be a 7. That'll just be a single lined into right field. Base hit for Cavaretta. Second hit of the game for the Cubs. Leadoff runners aboard. Here is Billy Jurgis, who is hitting a team worst 188. He had 1 hit and 5 at-bats in game one. 35's a 22. Runner on first. Jurgis is hit by the pitch. He'll take first. Cavaretta will jog over to second. Cubs have something going here. Runners first and second. Nobody out. Here's Larry French, the pitcher. French 0 for 12 at the plate so far this season. We have seen here on YouTube, the pitchers do a lot of good work at the plate, but not so for French. And so he will look to sacrifice. First and second, nobody out. 53 is a 13. Strike one. 14's a 30. He gets it down, and it is a good bunt. As a successful sacrifice. Cavaretta to third. Jurgis to second. So that's the first out. And we go back to the top of the order. Augie Galan, who started the game with a single. Turner's pitch. 52 is a 27. Ground ball at the third baseman, Billy Werber. Runners are going to have to stay put. Werber looks Cavaretta back to third, throws on to first for the second out. So here's Billy Herman, 0 for 1 today. Herman's drove in 10 runs in 17 games. Can he put the Cubs on the board here? 46 is 13. Turner strikes out Herman to get out of the jam. On to the bottom of the third, still 0-0. Billy Myers, Cincinnati shortstop. Myers hitting a team worst 159, 0 for 4 in game one. 52's a 27. Ground ball at the third baseman, Stan Heck. He collects it. He throws to first, 1 out. Here's the pitcher, Jim Turner. Turner, 2 hits in 8 at-bats, 250 average so far this season. And guess what? Jim Turner's going to add to that batting average. That 33 is a 6. He puts one into the right center field gap. Jim Turner will have himself a double. First hit of the game for the Reds. It comes from the pitcher. So can Cincinnati do anything with this now? Runner on second, 1 out. Back to the top of the order for Billy Werber. 0 for 1 today. 31's a 9 against the B pitcher. Base hit up the middle. Turner rounds third. They're going to send him home. Turner, unfortunately, is slow. Demery's throw is in time. He throws out. Tim Turner trying to score. So that's the second out. Billy Werber went to second on the throw. And missed opportunity there for the Reds. So runner on second, 2 out. Here's Lonnie Frey, who walked his first time up. 41's a 28. Around ball to the shortstop, Billy Jurgis. He will throw over to first for the third out. Both teams have missed on some chances here, and we're still 0-0. Chuck Klein to lead things off. Klein mentioned he was before his first at bat, and he is 0 for 1 today. Was hitting .357. Team best 4 home runs and a team best 15 runs batted in now after driving in 3 in game 1. Hack was in the team lead, but Klein's now overtaken him. So Klein, nobody out, nobody on. 15's a 10, and he will put one up the middle. Myers and Fry aren't going to get to it. A base hit for Chuck Klein. Comes Gabby Hartnett, who is 0 for 1. 61's a 24. More bad news for the Cubs. Another ground ball to short. Myers to Frey to McCormick. Double play. And that'll do it for the Cubs in the top of the... Oops, sorry. Nope, that's just the second out. But Maurice is the base runner. 2 outs. Here is Frank Demery, 0 for 1 today. Came in hitting .443. 41 is 24. Ground ball to short. Billy Myers has it again. Throws to first. Demery is retired again. The feeling his second set of 16 games is probably not going to go as well as his first 16 games. He's probably due to revert back to his normal hitting statistics. All right, so bottom 4, part of the order for the Reds, 3, 4, 5 hitters. Ivo Goodman to lead things off. Goodman is 0 for 1. 35's a 14, and he gets on base via a walk. Leadoff runner is on. Going to bring Frank McCormick to the plate. McCormick's driven in team best 10 runs this season. 31's a 9, and against the B pitcher, that's going to be a base hit. Goodman will stop at second. Both teams now have 3 hits in this contest, and the Reds have put runners on first and second, nobody out. Ernie Lombardi comes to the plate. Lombardi's driven in 7 runs this season. 41's a 24. That's not going to help. Ground ball to the second baseman, Billy Herman. Flips it to Jurgis, on to first, double play. Runner does advance to third base. So 2 outs. Runner on third. Harry Kraft steps to the plate. Kraft has driven in 7 runs so far this season. 53 is a 16, and that is another hit by pitch. Runners at the corners for Cincinnati's best hitter so far this season, Mike McCormick, came in hitting .289. He is 0 for 1 today. Can he put the Reds on the board? He will not. 54 is a 32, and that is a fly ball to center. Frank Demery has it. Side retired. Played 4 full innings. Both teams 0 runs on 3 hits to this point. Stan Hack to lead things off for the Cubs. Still looking for his first hit in this series. He is 0 for 1 today. 51's an 8, but against Turner, the B pitcher, that's just going to be a well hit ball into center, but caught by Harry Kraft with the first out. It's Phil Calvaretta, singled his first time up. 41's a 28. Round ball to the shortstop, Myers, who throws him out for out number 2. Billy Jurgis, shortstop, was hit by a pitch his first time up. 36 is a 33, pops him up. Second baseman Fry calls for it, and he's got it. 1-2-3 inning for Jim Turner. No score heading to the bottom of the 5th. 8-9-1 hitters for the Reds. Here's Billy Myers, 0 for 1 today. 45's a 14, and again, the Reds will get the leadoff runner aboard. Going to bring up Jim Turner, doubled his last time up. This time, though, he will be looking to sacrifice Myers over to second base. 35 is a 13. That's a strike one. 52 is a 27. And that is strike two and strike three. He can't get the bunt down. That's the first out. So, Billy Werber, what can he do? He's 1 for 2 today. 35's a 14. That's ball one and ball two. 62's a 26. Ground ball to second. Herman flips it to Jurgis. Jurgis is throw to first, not in time to get Billy Werber. Just a sacrifice, just a fielder's choice for the second out. There's Lonnie Frey, 0 for 1 with a walk. 2 outs, runner on first. 42's a 14. Ball one and ball two. 62's a 32. And that is a shallow fly ball to right, but Chuck Klein races in, makes the catch for the third out. To the sixth inning, still no score. Larry French had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. This time, weak ground ball left side. Werber charges, picks it up, throws to first, 1 out. Augie Galan's 1 for 2 today. One of the 3 Chicago hits. He'll get another one. 66 is a 0. Galan, 12 home runs in 1935. 55. Drive to right. It's back. It's back. It is gone. Augie Galan with the first run of the game on the solo home run. Augie Galan, that is his second home run of the season. It's 1-0 Cubs. Here's Billy Herman, 0 for 2, struck out his last time up. 36 is a 14. Turner having trouble shaking off that homer. He walks. Herman. Cubs have a runner on with 1 out. Here's Chuck Klein, who's 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. 45 is a 14. Turner's a Z pitcher. Ball one, ball two. 25's an 8 against the B pitcher. Klein hits a ball at the third baseman, Billy Werber. He bobbles it. He's not going to have the double play, but he does have time to get to first to get Chuck Klein. So he gets the second out. Can't get the double play. Herman advances to second. I bring Gabby Hartnett to the plate. 2 outs. Hartnett's 0 for 2 today. Can he add to the Cubs' lead? No, 43 is a 29. Ground ball right side, fielded by the first baseman, McCormick. He tosses it to Turner, covering first. That'll end the inning. The Cubs go in front 1-0 on the Galan home run. For the Reds, bottom 6, 3, 4, 5 hitters. Ivo Goodman, he's 0 for 1 with a walk. 33 is a 0. He has 12 home runs in 1940. What can he do on his second column? 12's an 11, so Goodman deposits one the other way, puts it into left field. It falls in front of Augie Galan for a base hit. And then on the first pitch to Frank McCormick, Goodman steals second. So the Reds have put another runner into scoring position. Nobody out. Frank McCormick at the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. He's the Reds leader in RBI with 10. McCormick, 43's 29. Ground ball right side. Goodman's going to make it to third base. Cavaretta is going to toss it to French covering first for the first out. But Goodman is now 90 feet away with the tying run. Here's Ernie Lombardi, who is 0 for 2 today. Runs might be at a premium in this game, so Cubs are going to bring the infield in. 52 is 27, and it is a ground ball at the third baseman, Stan Hack. Goodman's going to have to stay put. Hack throws to first. for the second out. Can Harry Kraft comes through? He is 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. He's got a runner on third, potential tying run, 2 outs. Here's Kraft. 23 is a 33, a Y, and that is a strikeout for Larry French. French pitches out of another jam. And the Reds have now left 6 runners on base in their 6 innings, and I bet several of them have been how many? Let's see. They had 1 thrown out at home. 1, 2, it's the 3rd runner left in scoring position. So, we go to the top of the 7th. Cubs leading 1-0. Frank Demery, league's top hitter to lead things off, but he is 0 for 2 today and just 1 for 8 in this series. 36 is a 33. It pops it up. Second baseman Frey has it. 1 out. Stan Hack is 0 for 2. 35's a 9, and against the B pitcher, that will be a base hit into left field. Stan Hack has a 1-out single. 5th hit of the day for the Cubs. Phil Cavarretta stands in. He is 1 for 2. 42's a 32. Pops it up. Left side. Third baseman Werber calls for it. He's got it. 2 outs. There's Billy Jurgis 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch. 62's 26. Ground ball to second. Frey has it, and he will get the 3rd out. So the Cubs, nothing in the top of the 7th. We've hit the 7th inning stretch. And when the Reds come to the plate, it'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Cubs, 4 hits so far. They have a team batting average of just .216. Cubs have 5 hits on the game. They've got the best batting average in the league at .281. So, but we have not seen many hits here today. Mike McCormick will lead things off the Reds. He is 0 for 2. 13's a 40, fouls 1 off. And 56 is a 34. French has the Y, strikes him out. 1 out. Billy Myers 0 for 1 with a walk. 65's a 35. Ground ball right side. Cavarretta will take it himself. 2 outs. And now Jim Turner comes to the plate. He has pitched very well, other than 1 pitch to Augie Galan. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Both the game 1 went 11 innings, so both teams had to go and use their pen. Cincinnati's best reliever, Joe Beggs, went 2 innings, and he blew the save, so he not available for this one. And they don't have anybody nearly as good as as Turner. So Turner does have a double, so they're going to let Turner hit away, see if he can do anything to help himself. 25's an 8, which is in a lot of cases is pretty good, but against French, the B pitcher flies out to center field in Demery, and that'll end the 7th inning. Top of the 8th, Larry French to lead things off for the Cubs. French 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. 31's a 23. That's a fly ball to left. Mike McCormick should have it, but he doesn't. He drops it, and that's an E7. Tough break there for the Reds as the leadoff batter is aboard. Here's Augie Galan. He's got 2 of the 5 Chicago hits. He's got the big one, the solo homer in the 6th inning. Can he add to his big day? 32's a 26. Ground ball to second. Frey has it, flips it to Myers. They'll just get the lead runner. That's a fielder's choice. So 1 out, runner on first for Billy Herman. 0 for 2 with a walk. 21's a 30 fly ball to left. McCormick has it for the second out. Chuck Klein, 1 for 3. 41's a 24, grounder to short, and that'll be the third out. Still 1-0 Cubs heading to the bottom of the 8th. Reds will have the top of the order here, Werber, Frey, and Goodman. The rest of the league watching this one with great anticipation, rooting for a Reds comeback. The Cubs 12-5 with a lead of a couple of games in the standings, and they do not want to see the Cubs increase that lead even further. All right, Werber, he is 1 for 3 today. He's got one of the 4 Cincinnati hits to this point. 16's a 28. Ground ball at the middle. Jurgis able to get to it. Fires over to first, 1 out. Here's Lonnie Frey is 0 for 2 with a walk. 53's a 19. Ground ball to Stan Hack. He has all kinds of trouble with it. He can't come up with it cleanly. That is an E5. Both teams have now made 1 error. Ivo Goodman is 1 for 2 with a walk. What can he do? Runner on first with 1 out. 23 is a 33. Pops it up. Third baseman Hack will catch this one 2 away. The cleanup hitter, Frank McCormick, 1 for 3 in this contest. 61's a 24. That is a ground ball to short. Would have been a double play ball, but with 2 outs, they'll get the third out. And we have now gone 8 full innings. It is still 1-0 Cubs. 4, 5, 6 hitters for Chicago. They're looking for some insurance runs here in the top of the 9th. Gabby Hartnett to lead things off. MVP in 1935, but he is 0 for 3 today. 14's a 30, fly ball to left. Cormack has it, 1 out. Frank Demery, league's top hitter, but 0 for 3 today, 1 for 9 in the series. 66, though, that's a 0. He'll roll in his second column, just 2 home runs in 1935. 51 is a 6. He puts one into the right center field gap. It rolls to the wall. Frank Demery has a 1-out double. And here's the guy you want up with a runner in scoring position, Stan Hack, among the league leaders in runs batted in with 14. He is 1 for 3 today, singled his last time up. 52's a 27. Ground ball to the third baseman, Billy Werber. He looks Demery back to second, throws over to first for the second out. All right, what can Phil Cavaretta do here? 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Cavaretta is 1 for 3. 13's a 14. First base is open. Turner loses Cavaretta. That's a walk. Billy Jurgis is 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. He is been Chicago's worst hitter on the season. He's only driven in 2 runs in 17 games. Can he do something positive here? Nope. 63 is a 31, and that is a fly out to center field. Harry Kraft makes the catch, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. The Cubs clinging to that 1-0 lead. Larry French is going for his first shutout of the season. He'll have to retire the 5, 6, and 7 hitters coming up for the Reds, starting with Ernie Lombardi. Lombardi 0 for 3 today. 46 is a 24. Ground ball to short. Churgas has it. Throws to first. 1 out. Harry Kraft is 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. 33 is a 0. Kraft had 6 home runs in 1940. 36 is a 6. And Kraft, he's going to make Demery and Klein chase for it. And Kraft will make his way to second base with a double. The tying run's on second base. The winning run is at the plate. And it's Mike McCormick, who is 0 for 3 today, struck out his last time up. McCormick, though, came in as the Reds' best hitter today with a .289 average. Can McCormick come through here? 45 is a 14. First base is open. He is walked. So, runners on first and second, 1 out. Shortstop Billy Myers. Myers is 0 for 2 with a walk. Myers, team worst 159 average. He is 0 for 6 in this series. Can he come through for the Reds? 25's a 9 against the B pitcher. That is a base hit for Billy Myers, and the bases are loaded. 1 out. Bases loaded. It's the pitcher spot, Jim Turner. The Reds will go to a pinch hitter, and their first guy off the bench is Maury Arnovich. Arnovich hit .250 in 1940. So far this season, though, Arnovich 3 hits in 8 at-bats. He had a pinch hit triple in Game 1 of this series. Let's see. The Cubs will bring the infield in with 1 out. French's pitch to Arnovich. 64 is a 13. French strikes out Arnovich for the second out. The Reds are down to the last out. The bases are loaded. 2 outs. Billy Werber comes to the plate. Werber's 1 for 4 in this one. Came into today hitting .226 on the season. Just 4 runs batted in his first 12 games. French's pitch. It's a 66. And Werber's got 2 columns. This game could be over right here. The Reds. Werber had 12 homers in 1940. Whatever he do might score 2 runs. 41's a 6. And he puts one into the right field gap. It's off the wall. Kraft will score. McCormick will score. The Reds have walked off the Cubs on the Billy Werber game-winning hit. 2-1 Cincinnati. Larry French had a shutout going for 8 2/3 innings. He couldn't get the last one. Billy Werber with the game-winning hit. Kraft scores, McCormick scores. Final score 2-1 Reds. And the Cubs are just devastated. They will drop to 12-6. The Reds will improve to 8-6. But the Cubs, man, they had a chance to increase their lead in the standings even further. They're going to rue letting this one get away. For the 1940 Cincinnati Reds, 2 runs on 7 hits. They made 1 error. They left 9 runners on base. For the 1935 Chicago Cubs, 1 run on 6 hits, 1 error. They left 7 runners on base. 7 hits for the Reds. Werber, the hero there at the end, the only Red with 2 hits on the day. Kraft and Turner had doubles. Jim Turner looked like he was going to take the loss there for the moment. He will get the win. He goes 9 innings, 6 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Turner improves to 3-0 after 4 starts. For the Cubs, 6 hits. Augie Galland had 2 of them. He was almost the offensive hero with his solo home run in the 6th inning. Demery also had a double for their other extra base hit. Larry French, 8 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. French will fall to 3-2 after 5 starts. So, an exciting one here from Crosley Field in Cincinnati. The Reds rally with 2 runs in the ninth to beat the Cubs 2-1. This was game 2 of their 4-game series. They're now even, though if you're watching this on YouTube, games 3 and 4 have now also been played. So if you want to see how the rest of this series turned out, head over to the website, rogersportsgames.com, and you can get recaps, box scores, team stats, and more, and see how this one turned out. We'll be back in the near future with the final series of week number 5. That one will be between the 1933 Washington Senators and the 1931 Philadelphia Athletics. So keep an eye out for that one. But from Crosley Field in Cincinnati, we will be signing off. Reds victorious 2-1. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe.